Good morning, everybody. Got your coffee? I got my coffee. So, I'm going to have a very hard conversation with y'all today. And I hope at the end of that conversation, we can all still be friends. But it needs to be said, and it needs to be said for my own mental health. It needs to be said. Because not only do we want grace, you know, everybody wants grace, myself included. I extend grace because I want grace back in return. And a lot of y'all are not showing me grace, and it's time for me to speak on that. With that said, I have some people that I really need to thank today. I need to say thank you to Shirley and to Tammy. I think this is a different Shirley. This is not Shirley. This is a different Shirley, but we appreciate you nevertheless because we seem to have lost our other Shirley. I want to say thank you, Shirley, to Tammy, and to Kimmy, and to Jackie, and to Stephanie, and to Hopeland. I really like that name. I've never heard that name before. I love it. Lynetta, to Sandra, to Trenda, to Shanique, and to Albert. I want to say thank you so much for hearing me and going right on over to Cash App and supporting immediately so that I could go and head over to Costco and get that order out for the kids. I really, really appreciate y'all. I really do so much. By the way, if you are over in the room, which is a little bit about what I want to talk about today, you will see where I posted a video. I felt safer posting the kids there, with their faces unseen over in the room. Aren't they beautiful? Are my babies beautiful? Aren't they beautiful? I mean, they're not my babies, but you know what I mean. Aren't they beautiful? The way they get so excited, you know, from the little ones on up to the teenagers. When I tell you I love the children in my community, I do. I love them. I love them so much. I do. I would do anything for them, including ask you guys for money. Okay. So, I put these in there recently. I asked my husband, I got a box of them. And I asked my husband, I said, how do you think these will do in the library pantry? And he said, baby, I don't know. There's some kids. And he said, they don't play dominoes these days. And I said, well, yeah, I totally get that. Dominoes is such a huge part of Black culture, though. If you know, you know. Dominoes and chess. I want to put some little chess boards in there too. And, I found these sets where, excuse me, it's chess on one part and then dominoes on another part. And then I found another board where it was backgammon on one part and I think like tic-tac-toe on the other side. And I want to put some of those in there too. So I'm going to do it, But I told him, I said, well, you have to understand that a lot of these little kids around here, this, once again, is a retirement community. And a lot of the kids around here are in the homes with grandparents and uncles and aunts, older folks, And we know about throwing bones. We know about it. My kids grew up, I've got two sons. They grew up throwing bones, especially my oldest one. He do not come to play. I think that it's a great pastime. I think that it is such a huge dominoes. It's such a huge part of Black community culture, along with chess. And, and I'm just introducing the babies to something new outside of devices. If they take them, they take them. If they don't, they don't. I can always take them up to the senior center, right? Amen. Amen. They won't get. I've got a big box of stuff over here for the library pantry. They won't get unused. Those seniors will take them. They'll take them gladly. But anyway, listen. Here we go. And I know this is going to put some of y'all in y'all feelings, but maybe think about what I'm saying a bit, because it's not a lie. Maybe if I put on a business suit and some glasses and a wig, y'all will take me more serious when I say that. My days are quite busy. They are. Today I need to hang some curtains in both my living room and my dining room. These curtains been looking at me. Barely I've done anything with them for about a month and a half. They've been sitting here looking at me. I only hung like half of them. And I need to get the brackets, get the drill out, put in the anchors, get that going. Well, finished. Finished what I started. I need to go out into the garden today. I need to plant kale and basil and peppers, bell peppers, and I've got live plants that showed up the day before yesterday that I need to get those planted so that I can scape my backyard porch for this year. And then I've got some community things that I need to help a couple, 1, 2, 3 people with today. My life is busy. I say all this for a reason. This is one platform that you all are viewing me on. And there is one of me and 10,000 of you all. 10,000. And mind you, in 10,000 people, you are not the only one that feels like I should be giving you personal attention. There are 9,999 other people who feel the same exact way. That I should know you by name, that I should pay you extra special attention, and I cannot do that. I've got 30-something thousand over on TikTok that all feel the same way. And we are building the room, and those are more people who want more pieces of me. And so I have to put up boundaries. We talk a lot about boundaries because healthy boundaries are good. They're healthy. And right up until I put up a personal boundary with you. When it comes to the room, I told you what those boundaries were. I outlined them clearly. I need to see that you're Black so that we don't let other people into this space because we want to keep it safe from their racism, opinions, vitriol, and white supremacist ideology. I got to see Blackness on your page. I need to see that you following other Black people. You got Black friends. I got to be able to identify you as a Black person. Some of you should look at your Facebook accounts from the perspective of someone else. Not from your perspective, your point of view on your phone, but grab your kid's phone, your significant other phone, and look at it. And go through your Facebook account and see if you can be identified as Black. Now, don't get me wrong. I know, because I have the ability to think outside of myself. I know how racist Facebook is. I know. And I know that sometimes it's just easier to navigate it when them hate mongers don't know that you're Black. I get it. I can dig it. I've been on Facebook as long as y'all have. I'm also not asking you to modify your page for my benefit or my comfort. I'm not asking you to do that. I don't expect you to do that. It just is what it is. I accept your end of it. Please accept my end of it. I said that the Facebook account has to be older than a year old. Next year, it'll be 2 years. The year after that, it'll be 3 years. Reason being is because, believe it or not, white people will create fake profile accounts and try to get in. So we can't let brand new accounts in. These are things that I am asking you all to give me the grace. Understand where I'm coming from. Because you feel like I should be in the rules for you. I got a whole room of people over there that have asked me to keep that space safe for them. And I'm going to do that. And if that means that I have to decline some people, I do have a person helping me also. But they know what I'm looking for, helping me to approve, because I'm one person. I'm one person, y'all, with a busy life. I don't live inside your phone or your computer. I live out here in the real world. And I'm doing real world shit. And the things that you all expect me to stop and dedicate myself to at a moment's notice is lightweight kind of crazy to me. With that said, I cannot believe. It's so frustrating to have to say this. It is. I hold your hand when I say it. And I'm trying to avoid using the word that I really want to use, because I'm trying to show y'all grace. Because I understand that y'all have busy lives too. But the number of people that struggled with finding the link to the room, it was just... it's unacceptable. And yesterday's post, I didn't mention it because I figured by this time, y'all should have it figured out by now. The post before that, it was literally the pinned comment. I had people telling me that they couldn't find the link, and it was the pinned comment. The day before that, it was listed no less than 3 times in the comments, the link. I can't find it, Will Gardner. I don't know it. And then people will say to you, they will insult your intelligence and say, I tried. Now, I am not so big a creator on this page where I have so many comments where it got buried in the comments. I don't even have those many comments going on over here on YouTube. It was so easy to find. How are we, I hold your hand, how are we going to be in community with one another when we expect to be led around like that? How are we going to be an asset to our community when we won't even look for resource material? How are we going to be assets to our community when we constantly asking for an answer? Answers that are there. Every time you say to me, I can't find the link, this is in essence what you're doing. You are pulling me away from hanging my curtains, planting in my garden, helping my community, being there for my family, taking a moment and relaxing because I'm tired. That's what you take me away from when you won't even look for a pinned comment. I'm going to give you an example, and I know I'm about to hurt somebody's feelings out there because I don't remember who this person was. But do y'all remember when I got that debt box? And, I was really excited about getting a debt box because I really needed one. I am a strong advocate for education and people looking for information. And when people tell you to Google something, we don't say that because we're trying to be facetious or rude or disrespectful to you. We say that because we want you to just exercise a little bit of your brain power. Because if you Google something, it's going to be way more nuanced than I could ever be. You're going to be able to process that information. You're going to be able to see it. You're going to be able to know exactly what it is. And you're going to learn something. Someone asked me, well, what is a debt box? First off, that was the first mistake. You're on a computer asking me literally what a debt box is. You're on a computer. That's something that they could have Googled. Again, but they chose to take me away from whatever it was I was doing in the moment to ask me what a debt box was. And I said, respectfully, that's something that you can really Google. And then let me tell you what this person did. And I'm just going to tell the truth. And whether or not you woman enough to own it is the truth. Because this is a great example of what I kind of mean. Instead of saying, you right, I should have just went on ahead and Googled that. She said she did Google it. She didn't. She said, I did Google it and a million things came up. Just for shits and giggles because I don't want to call somebody a lie. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's in my head, I want to be able to give them the benefit of the doubt because that's just who I am. So I Googled it and she's right. A million things came up. You know what those million things were? A million deck boxes in a million different colors and a million different prices from a million different stores. That's what came up. So instead of just owning it, instead of just going and doing what they should have did in the first place, our brains should always prompt us to do the work and not expect somebody to do the work for us. And we have to figure out a way to deconstruct from that because America, this country, this nation is dumbing us down to that degree. To that degree. To the degree where we can't find a pinned link. If you don't want to look for the information, do you really think you belong in the room? Someone actually told me, well, I was at work and I didn't look. First, it was, I couldn't find it. Then it was like, well, I said, did you try looking for the pinned comment? Oh, well, admittedly, I was at work. And that's great. That's great. But what makes you think I don't work? What makes you think that I have the energy, the mental energy, the emotional energy to stop what I'm doing and make something more convenient for you? This cup, every morning, I sip from this cup. And a lot of people ask me, well, where did you get that cup? Now, that's a reasonable question. I will put Navi Robbins on there because I don't have time to go look for a link for you. And I'll put Navi Robbins on there and people will get upset because I did not provide them with the actual link. I don't have time to stop what I'm doing, baby. And go get you the link. Do you have any idea what I did to find this cup? I had to put in real work to find this cup because when I initially saw the artwork, it didn't have a link. You have something on your phone not only called Google, you have something on your phone called Google Lens. And most of you all have $1,000 phones, smartphones in your hand, and you can take what is known as a screenshot. And if you take the screenshot and you run it through Google Lens, won't it come right up for you? It will. Giving you the name Navi Robbins is almost as good as giving you the link. You just have to do an extra couple of steps. Steps that you want me to do because it's easier for you. Because for some reason, you just think that I got the time to cater to you in that way. And I don't. I'm one person living one life. And I'm going to say it. Shame on y'all. Give more to your community than what you take. I am your community. I deserve your grace. I'm working hard for you all. And I feel so disrespected when you minimize my time to the degree where you think I'm some field slave that ain't got nothing better to do but make your life fucking easier. It's disrespectful. And then to insult my intelligence by telling me you did something that you didn't. Like I'm some stupid bitch that don't know my left from my right or my up from my down. How dare you? how are you going to be in community with your people if you expect everybody to do all the work for you? I said what I said. Feel your feelings. I want y'all to have an amazing day. I want you to have an amazing life. Do something nice for someone. Be righteous. Show up. Give more than what you are taking from everybody around you. Don't just come with questions. Have some answers too. With that being said, I want to thank you people again who made that Costco shipment possible for my babies and for the community. If you would like to support the platform, I believe my Cash App and my Venmo down in the comments. Thank you so much. And I love y'all for real.